Oh, I got that big old ham hock all in my face. First thing this morning. That's unacceptable. Good morning to everybody. Good Tuesday morning. Of course, we're going to chronicle a whole lot of things going on, a whole lot that has happened. Um, the president is being the president right now. That's the biggest thing to say. Certainly, even more revelations with the Epstein files. So a lot of that is popping today. But I want to actually start off talking about hold on for a second. Talking about a couple of things. So first thing being, I want to go back to Marjorie Taylor Greene again. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Stephanie and Tawana. And let me see if there's anybody else in here I missed. Future 4PF. Thank you all so much for coming through this morning. I appreciate it. Oh, now see, we're not gonna put that big old cankle right in front of my face. I was trying to do something and I moved it. Hey CJ, hey Roxy. Good morning to you all. Hey Miss Shannon. So y'all, I don't know if y'all saw the news story with Marjorie Taylor Greene making the statement that she says it was all a lie. Somebody help Marjorie because for some strange reason, she just figured out. Now, let me tell you something. She didn't just figure out. She didn't just figure it out. I want to be clear. Marjorie Taylor Greene did not just figure it out. What happened was, let me move this up too. What happened was, right? It wasn't that she just figured it out. It's that she's not a part of the club, right? If she was a part of the club, she wouldn't say shit because she'd be benefiting, but she's not. She's not a part of the grift all the way. Now, that doesn't imply she don't grift. Marjorie Taylor Greene does her share of grifting, but she's not in on the Trump grift. They didn't include her. So she's bitter about that because ultimately she wasn't treated with what she considers the same respect as the others, right? Not her making the total connection that she was never in the group. She was always being used. Always, right? And so now she wants to trash the Trump administration and Donald Trump and say she was lied to. She wasn't lied to. I don't know. In her mind, I guess a rich man saying he gonna drain the swamp. Why would he? He is the swamp. Good morning to you. You see them cankles? Now, I'll be honest. This is a doctored photo. This isn't exactly how them cankles look. They still be swollen, just not as swollen as that, but they still be swollen. I just want to be clear about that. You know? And so Marjorie Taylor Greene saying what she said, shut up, Heidi. Hold on for a second, y'all. My husband's on the front porch and this little fucking dog, she barked for everything. Except when we get people here don't live here. Then she quiet as hell. Go figure. No, Russ, you don't need to go out there either. So I'm blocking you too. Both of y'all nosy. Y'all not about to go out here and help him do nothing. Y'all just gonna stand in the way, which makes it harder for him to do what he's trying to do. Good morning to you, dude. So yeah, so Marjorie Taylor Greene, just so y'all know, and a lot of it's performance art. Marjorie doesn't believe any of that shit. It's performance art. I'm telling you, I feel like Marjorie Taylor Greene is trying to reinvent herself, right? That's what I figure that it's going to be. Now, I want to tell y'all something else. Now, y'all saw the report about Trump saying the Kennedy Center is going to close for 2 years for renovations. The Kennedy Center will never be finished. It doesn't even need renovations. Yep, you agree, Mercy? That's why Marjorie Taylor Greene's backed out, because Marjorie Taylor Greene plans to come back post-Trump, a reinvented Republican. She's full of shit. Now to this Kennedy Center thing, I believe it, certainly money laundering, much like the East Wing situation when he tore the East Wing down and he's claiming he's going to build a ballroom. Ain't no fucking ball. Listen, let me tell you something. You're not going to build a ballroom bigger than the White House in 2 years. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Now, somebody asked me if the photo we're going to get this one for now. Let's go ahead and do that one for now. Pop sleeping because I got to dig for it. So let's get Pawpaw taking a nap. Sleeping like he always do. Good morning to your mother junker. Sleeping like he always do. Now, remember, okay, so this is the thing. I was reading an article this morning in Vox, right? Y'all heard of Vox. And Vox was saying Trump is obsessed with the Kennedy Center ever since he appointed himself to be the head of the chair, the board for the Kennedy Center. He's the chair of the board for the Kennedy Center, right? Now, keep in mind, Trump has a right to appoint to the board whoever he wants, but he decided to go on the board as if he got time for it, but apparently he does, right? And ultimately, the chair is responsible for overseeing the finances when it comes to the Kennedy Center. Y'all, that's about money. He gonna rob and steal from there too, okay? Trump's a thief, so he looking for money, okay? He's stealing, like all the rest of them stealing, okay? And when it's all said and done, all of our tax money gonna be gone. You ain't gonna have no health care, no affordable housing, no, your school's gonna be shit. But hey, at least the rich people got your money. That's why I'm going, Americans, wake up. Rich people, listen, have y'all looked at those new Epstein files that were dumped on Friday? Have y'all looked at them? One of the things I need y'all to pay attention to, just go skim those files. Look at how rich people talk. Look at how they talk. They not sitting in them files thinking about your ass. They're not sitting in there thinking about you. They're not asking, are you okay? If the money's good. No, they think you and me are lazy. It's like, wake up. Y'all are some people are so in love with the rich. The rich hate us. If we're not making money for them, we're seen as a liability. And there is nothing more than rich people hate more than they hate liabilities. They love assets, but they hate liabilities. Yeah, they need us, Amelia, but the problem is the working class hasn't figured that out yet. The working class is bootlicking rich people. They have not figured it out yet. And that's just the truth. The problem is the working class they act like the rich are gods. Working class stay on their knees for rich people, stay bootlicking for rich people. Rich people put their shit on, they put their pants on just like you do. One leg at a fucking time. Them having money doesn't make them better. Oh, look, we got a bootlicker in here. Chris, I'm going to let you go, Chris, because you like to lick boots. Go right ahead. You can get a mouthful of boot. You don't need me. You know? You don't need me. You say most people are afraid of him. No, see, that's the thing, Penny. Most people are not afraid of him. You know what you see in Penny? Most people are suckers and punks. They're not afraid. They're suckers and punks. Most people are fake ass bullies. It's like when you see people on the internet having all of that fucking keyboard courage and shit. In person, they're not like that. In person, they're quiet as hell. They would never say that shit to you in your face. But behind the keyboard, they feel real confident. And that's just the truth. But if you were standing in front of them, they wouldn't say those things. Guarantee they wouldn't say them. Why? Because there are consequences to free speech. And that's just the truth. That's the truth. These people are not nearly as tough as Americans make them out to be. The problem is Americans have given up their power. That's the problem. Americans have given up their power. That is the problem. You've given up your power to the oligarch class, and you're surprised they shut down your schools, that they took your health care, that they took your job. because they don't respect you. And why would they respect the working class? The working class doesn't respect itself. It's like so many people are ashamed of having a job and working and making money to take care of their damn family, that they bootlicking rich people. Like what? You should feel proud that you're able to earn an income to take care of your family. But this is the real tea. You could have more money and work less hours. But rich people don't want that. They want more of your life. They want more, because see, your suffering is monetized too. Catch that part. I keep telling y'all all this shit is interconnected. The stresses of living in America, that stress causes illness. Your illness requires services or products created and sold by rich people. I keep telling y'all ain't no money in a fucking cure, but it comes off better to keep you stressed, to keep you overworked and underpaid. Real shit. You like that image? That's how Trump is with that. That's how Trump is with ICE. Nobody can see you if you was coming in. That's how Trump is with ICE. Y'all got to wake up. Yeah, they profit off of our sickness. I do know what work is, Miami, because you're about to catch it. See, watch. Voila, magic. Look at that block. That block was so fast. Look at me working. This finger works really fast. Y'all should use it to scroll up. What do I say? Think of this as a cell phone, and you could use this finger and you could scroll up on your timeline so that you don't have to be so easily triggered by running into my live. See? But y'all won't do that. Y'all won't do that. Right? What they say, I'm a soul block. Hey, soul man thought he was coming in. No, you're not coming in, bitch. I don't talk to MAGA. I don't have nothing to prove to y'all. Nothing. Y'all want my attention. Why? You want my attention because you need validation. I don't. That's the thing. I don't need validation. I already know my shit is real. Smooches. Oh, they crash out when I connect dots for y'all. You understand? Like I told you, there is no money in a cure. Rich people like keeping you stressed out. Stress causes illness. Like I'm about to look it up. How bad is stress for the body? Stress is very bad for the body, especially chronic stress, as it triggers the fight or flight response, leading to wear and tear on nearly every system, increasing risk for heart disease, high blood pressure, weakened immunity, digestive problems, heartaches, sleep issues, anxiety, depression, and even physical changes in the brain, creating a cycle of worsening health. Now, I'm a Google something else. Now watch this shit. What are the top 5 illnesses in America? Let's go. Top disease, heart disease. Number 1. Heart disease is number 1. You know why? Stress. Chronic stress. Americans always stressing about money and bills and life. That's why. Right? Cancer number 2. Chronic stress. That's why. That's why rich people they love to see us spiraling and crashing out, because that's money. They rub their hands together like Birdman. Like, oh shit, we're going to make so much money on co-pays and treatments and medications. Let them be stressed. What do we do to lower stress? Hold your government accountable so it works for you. That means you can't put your government on autopilot. Because see, part of the problem is Americans don't really want to be actively involved in their government. You want to be on the internet watching cat videos. But you can't. You can't. You have ulcerative colitis, and I'm sure it's caused by chronic stress. People don't take into account how it is. Look, the top 5 leading causes of death or illnesses in America are heart disease, cancer, unintentional accidents make up number 3, stroke makes up number 4, and chronic lower respiratory diseases make up number 5. Oh, look at the bootlicking MAGA conservative. Probably just some white guy living in his mama basement, or an Indian that makes 25-cent pots every day. Block. Nobody cares, bitch. Boo, bitch, bye. Bye. See, anybody that cheers the shit on, you know what they say? Please keep being poor by yourself. Who can you trust if you can't trust the government? Well, first of all, the government is a reflection of its people, Penny. I'm gonna let that sit with y'all for a second. Your government is a reflection of the people that live in the country. Y'all need to hear that. Y'all need to hear that. Okay? You need to hear that. Your government didn't just appear out of thin air. It is the direct result of the people in this country created the government that we have. And you know why we have a government? And to Shamina, your point, that loves, right? And I'm sorry, I'm blocking. We got some Africans coming through too. I'm blocking them too. Y'all see why I said the other day, fuck them Nigerians. You say you Canadian, you don't like your prime minister. I understand, but this is the thing. In Canada, you have a right to be able to do that. You don't have to worry about the prime minister coming to lock you up. I love Justin Trudeau. Justin Trudeau is a way better leader than what we have in America. Our leader shits and pisses on himself all day. Our leader can't stay awake in a meeting. Racism is a part of it, KK, but it's not just racism. It's religion. It's religion. Okay? It's religion, ultimately. I talked to Penny enough, so I blocked her. I gave her enough time. Penny, you're done. America is the result of its people. And until the American public stop worshiping rich people, because guess what? Licking the boots of rich people will not give you money. Real shit. Worshiping rich people never make you rich, because quiet is kept. When you worship rich people, they clown your ass. Real stuff. They clown you. They don't go, oh, we should really help the poors. Now, I Googled something, right? I asked, what do rich people think about poor people? Right? And it says the rich hold varied views on the poor, but common themes in research include the perception that the poor have it easy due to government aid, attributing poverty to individual failings, that you are lazy or you make poor choices, rather than systematic issues, and a tendency to avoid or stigmatize the poor, sometimes seeing them as undeserving or less competent. But y'all bootlicking rich people. Right, the true welfare queens are the rich. They use your government to subsidize their businesses and what they want to do. That's what they do. That's what they do. And it's a lot of other poor people that they pay all around the world to come online and convince you to keep pushing initiatives for rich people. Think about it. Working class people are so disillusioned in America, they fought for rich people to pay less taxes. I'm going to say it again. Rich people, poor working class people are so fucking disillusioned. They fought for rich people to pay less taxes. They're the biggest welfare queens, but y'all want them to pay the least amount in. They got the most money and can afford to pay the taxes. But nah, you'd rather pay more and scrimp and scrounge. Because, well, you know, America. Fuck is y'all doing? They don't like you. Say it again, Jessica. Socialism is for rich people. Capitalism is for you and me. See how that goes? Because see, capitalism monetizes every fraction of your life. Even your death is monetized in capitalism. Hell, even dying is monetized in capitalism. Now, you'll say, oh, rich people don't get socialism. Yes, they do. You ain't never heard of the auto bailout, the mortgage bailout, the insurance bailout. All of that shit is socialism. Your tax dollars were used to make sure that they didn't fail. But this is the thing that nobody asked. If they didn't want to fail, why would they make such risky investments to begin with? You know why? Because they knew government would use your tax dollars to bail them out. And Keg, to your point, trickle-down economics is only for rich people. Right? Trickle-down economics is only for rich people. Think about it. They will trickle down and give your government tax money to rich people to prop up their businesses. But they wouldn't let government forgive your student loan. Because if the government forgave your student loan, then you would have no reason to go to those private companies to refinance your loan. You get it now? Yep, that's a great thing. Look at the platform. Bonnie, thank you for that. Y'all need to watch the platform so y'all can see how trickle down work. And I'm going to give you a news flash. We're at the bottom. So when you watch the platform, understand where you are in it. We're at the bottom. Y'all was moving up. They getting rid of the middle class. They want top and bottom. Ain't no middle. Catch that part. Catch that part. Because see, the only trickle down y'all been getting up to this point has been warm and yellow. Y'all not getting no money. Y'all not getting no money. Y'all not getting no money. Because the money is for the rich people. The platform, if I believe it, I think it's still on Netflix. But you could probably search and find it in other places. But Bonnie was so right. Watch the platform. If the platform is conservative policies in motion, that's what it is. The people, it starts at the top, and then wherever you fall in the hierarchy determines what you get. And it also determines whether or not your experience is one that's good to you or bad to you. Y'all gonna learn. Because you'll either learn, what do they say, the easy way or the hard way, but the choice is yours. Y'all watching other developed nations have universal health care, but you sit right here and let your elected officials tell you, you don't want no universal health care. You don't want health care for all. That's controlling you. So you having access to health care and having access to a doctor for preventative maintenance and checkups and lab work and x-ray and all that, that's taking away your freedom. You know what? They don't finish the sentence for you. It takes away your freedom to suffer and pay rich people while you're suffering. Because you'll pay, like I said, you'll pay rich people for services and products while you suffer. That's the whole point. It's not an accident. I'm going to show y'all again. I was looking this morning. More and more layoffs are popping. I'm throwing this up again just like I threw it up yesterday. Because y'all need to see what rich people are doing. Maybe if you see it in a list, you're more inclined to be honest about what the fuck is happening in your country. But your country has been taken over by the oligarch class in its government and in every other facet of your life. And they monetizing everything. Oh yeah, people love Amazon. But y'all don't understand, Amazon is destroying your country. Jeff Bezos is destroying your country. Good morning to you, user 229. Oh my God, you had a 2-day medical stay bill for $20,000. That's that American healthcare system. That's that American healthcare system for you. That is the American healthcare system is designed to cripple you. Because listen, it feeds all these other things, right? If you can't pay the bill, then it goes to a collections company. They get to sell that debt. And now that collections company, they get to chase you. They get to, draft your wages, all these things. Listen, people gonna get their money. They're going to get their money. All these places here, because I got a video that I got to shoot today that's coming out where I talk about all these layoffs. This is not AI. That's not AI. All those layoffs are not AI. No. That's not AI. Not that stuff. That stuff is greed. Say it again, Anthony. That's just greed. That's all. They're going to keep their profits high. And if it means stepping over your unemployed body to do it, they're going to do it. That's a fact. They're going to do it. Because companies are never going to forego profits to keep you gainfully employed. They don't care about you. So not only are companies downsizing, because that's what they love to call it, right? Not only are they doing mass layoffs, these same owners of these same companies work with government to strip you of any social programs, to strip your funding for food assistance, housing assistance. Think about it. You know why? So that you'll be so desperate, you'll take whatever rich people give you. That's the whole goal. Desperation. The whole goal is to create enough desperation. I'm telling y'all, little kids now, when they grow up, they're going to be working for housing and food and healthcare. They're going to be working for those things. Like, for example, this is what I mean by they'll be working for it. For example, they'll do this thing where the housing will have living quarters. It will give them food. It'll do all of that shit for them, right? But the wages are going to be low. Why? Because the company is going to offset the fact that it's giving you housing, medical care, food. And when you decide you don't want to work for them no more, you're going to have to move and find you another company that you can work for that provides housing. Because see, the money that these companies are going to pay is never going to be enough money for you to live on your own. No. It's designed to keep you working for rich people. Not just you and all your children, all your lineage, all your DNA, serving rich people. Let me see. I don't know if Amazon is building housing for workers. They might be. Let's see. Let me see some. They built some low income housing for regular people. But I'm checking something. Yes, Amazon has built and funded housing for employees and the local community. Because see, they tie the community in with it to try to make it seem like their employees aren't working for housing. Catch that part. rather than direct employee only dorms, because they do have some employee only dorms, that's what they call them. They focus on building affordable, transit accessible housing near their offices in Virginia, Seattle, and Nashville, benefiting employees and essential workers with restricted incomes. So that means employees that don't make enough money to have housing, basically the working homeless, in order for Amazon to be able to pay them less, right, but still get the work out of them, they give them dorms. They give them housing. Y'all see how that works? This is what I'm trying to get y'all to fucking see. They don't do this shit out of the kindness of their heart. They do that shit to keep them working and making money. It is cheaper for Amazon to do that to them than pay their fucking taxes. William, I gotta block you, beloved, because you ain't got $5,000 to give to 5 people. Because if you did, you wouldn't have came in and said that. You would have been gave that $5,000 away for you even got your ass on TikTok. Block. I'm tired of these fake ass, these brokies. I'll give $5,000 to the first. No, you're not. No, you're not. Because you could have did that shit before you even came to TikTok. Just lying. Just lying. Yep. And if you quit, you lose the housing. If you quit that job from Amazon, you don't have access to that housing anymore because that housing is for, they have dorm only, employee only dorms, and they do have some affordable housing, but they don't say how, let me see. There's an 825 unit apartment complex in Arlington, Virginia called the Crystal House. And Amazon provided $380 million in loans and grants to keep it, right? To keep it affordable. But I can guarantee you that anybody living in that building that doesn't work for Amazon, they're constantly told about Amazon jobs, though. Come work these low wage jobs. Because if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't even have that affordable housing. Yep. That I feel like that's a lot of why rich people are buying up all this property so they can create a lot of employee housing. Yep. Sort of like mining towns. Yep. Just like that. Yep. Everything in a mining town was owned by the employers. That's what's coming. Look, Honey says Spirit Airlines built one called Landing in the Dania Beach. Y'all gonna learn. None of this shit is by accident. It's all on purpose. It's all on purpose. And just like I told y'all yesterday, the same companies that are doing all these layoffs, a lot of them are the same companies like Amazon. Amazon is the #1 company for H-1B visas. Still. Amazon renewed 45,000 H-1B visas just last year. It's not that there's not work, and it's not that Amazon don't have money. They just don't want to invest in the American worker anymore. Corporations, the oligarch class, have decided they don't want to invest in the American worker anymore. Right? They don't want to. But what they do, they still want to lean on immigrants. However, they don't want immigrants to come to America and feel equal. That's where the Republican Party comes in creating this new environment of saying that immigrants are trash. That's designed so immigrants come here and stay in their place. And it's also designed so that immigrants don't stay when the job is done. Y'all gonna learn. Y'all gonna learn. Rich people don't like you. They hate you. They hate your kids. They hate your communities. And until y'all wake up to that fact, that it is a hatred down in there, it's gonna be a problem. Now, I ran into this website. I'm looking now because I'm still looking at this workforce housing, right? So, and this article I found is titled Amazon and Workforce Housing in Northern Virginia. Y'all gonna learn. I'm looking at this. Amazon made up a $2 billion housing equity fund designed to support the development and preservation of affordable housing in 3 communities in which Amazon has a major presence, right? Arlington, Virginia, and Nashville, Tennessee, right? The funding supports the development of affordable rental housing on adjacent land. The building and land were purchased by a conservatory, which is a regional nonprofit that acquires and develops affordable workforce housing in the Washington region. So they didn't give them nothing they could own. They could rent it. You see? And close to the Amazon headquarters, because by golly, they need as many low-wage workers as they can find. Do y'all get what's happening here? You get it now. Listen, rich people, they ain't playing no games with you. They're not playing any games with you. Honestly, KK, it's not even like China. Because the people in China got living wages. We can't even say, oh, we doing like the Chinese. We can't say that. Right, China's better. They have living wages. Rich people will build housing for you. They'll build housing and make affordable housing available in the same community that their headquarters is located, that they need low-wage workers. That's not a coincidence. That's not a coincidence, beloved. That's on purpose. That's on purpose. Because you're going to go over there to get that cheap housing, and I guarantee at some point you're going to work for Amazon. Or somebody in your family going to work for them. And anybody who's ever worked for Amazon or who works for Amazon knows Amazon going to work your ass. Okay? Ain't nothing free. They going to work the shit out of you. Okay? They going to work you hard. Okay? Wake up, folks. And I read here, they say without Amazon's investment in the housing, because see, I know where these apartments are, and Crystal City is pretty pricey to live. So if they're affordable, somebody had to purposely want them to be affordable fucking units. And they're saying if Amazon didn't give up that money, that stuff would have been converted to high-end condominiums, or rents would have increased so much that existing residents would have been pushed out. Thank you so much for the gift. I appreciate that. But that's why Amazon is there. To be like, look, if it wasn't for us, you wouldn't be able to live here. But look, we also got jobs. We're right down the street. While that same man, Jeff Bezos, that owns Amazon, right? While that same man turns around and lobbies Congress and the White House to squeeze you on the other side. It's all a game. Yep, princess, it's all a game. But rich people are playing the long game. Working class people are playing the short one. And when I say short game, y'all worried about who in somebody's bedroom. Y'all worried about who in the bathroom. Y'all worried about the shit that really ain't your business. Instead of you being worried about how rich people are taking us for a fucking ride. That's why your elected officials love to throw up social issues to distract you with social issues. Because when you pay attention to social issues, now I'm checking something. I'm going to tell you why. While you're paying attention to social issues, right? You don't realize that in America, U.S. workers have seen minimum growth over the last 30 to 40 years when it comes to our wages. But y'all distracted by people in the bathroom. That's why they do it. That's why they do it. I don't want no trans woman playing against my daughter in sports. Okay. That shouldn't be your biggest priority. Because according to this, lower wage, male, and less educated workers experienced real wage stagnation or declines. The federal minimum wage has dropped in real value by 17% since 2009. Like I said, y'all worried about the wrong fucking thing. That's the shit your elected officials need to be focused on. But instead, they too busy trying to take things away from you instead of trying to give you something. Your elected officials work really hard to deny raising the federal minimum wage. And the saddest part is I see working class people say, no, we shouldn't raise it. It's not right. And look, I'm going to say it like them. It's not right for somebody to work in fast food and make $15 to $20 an hour making fucking burgers. Why? Why? Why it's not right? When a value meal costs $10, it ain't like the company's not making enough money where they can't pay the shit. It's not like that. That's not the case. But you know why working class people don't want the federal minimum wage raised? I'm going to be honest. Hating. It's a lot of poor ass working class people that want everybody else to be poor and suffering with them. So they think in their mind, I be damn, I watch somebody make more money than I ever made. And they don't realize when they think like that, they're also stifling their own children from making anything. So you stop the future, the generations that come after you from making any money. But that's on purpose. That's on purpose. And the fact that minimum wage hasn't been raised, that's what's helping to create the real wealth inequality in America. The government tell you they can't raise minimum wage, but they can bail out the auto industry. They gave all those people their PPP loan money back. They say you keep that money, but they can't raise the minimum wage. See, when I'm come out. If the federal government had kept increasing and I saw somebody mention this, so I want to talk about it, the federal minimum wage, the way they should have to go along with inflation, federal minimum wage will be anywhere from $20 to $26 an hour starting. Now, some people say that's not right. Listen, when you raise the federal minimum wage, it raises all of our pay. All of our pay. Not just the people who got a little bit of cash. All of us. Because it raises all of our base pay. All of us. But folks they too busy hating. They too busy hating. And you have to ask yourself, let me ask y'all a question. Aren't y'all tired? For many of you, you've probably been working ever since you were a teenager. Aren't you tired? Honestly, I'm just asking folks this morning. Aren't you tired? Oh, you not, champ? Oh, okay, cool. Well, I'm going to send you on so you can find something else to do. We having grown folk conversation. Block. Y'all know me. I block a bitch in no time. Boo bitch, bye. Blue. Shouldn't have said no. Blocked. Right. At 62, you shouldn't have to work, Anna. Mammy, of course you're exhausted. Of course you're exhausted. Linda, I will block them fast. When they said, no, I'm not exhausted. Well, why are you here? We having another type of conversation. One of the reasons let me check something. Look, I'm about to check something else. Look, I'm trying to connect all the dots for y'all so y'all can see this shit. Right, we having grown folks conversation. I'm gonna connect the dots. Watch this shit. Watch this shit. Okay, so the average age they say that Americans die is approximately 78.4 to 79 years old, right? But 20% of the population dies before the age of 70, right? Now I'm going to check something. How many people younger than 70 die in America while they were still employed? Because that shouldn't be the case. But watch. Okay, it says, based on data, it is estimated that hundreds of thousands of Americans under the age of 70 die while still a part of the labor force, right? So 20 to 30% of people in the U.S. die before reaching the age of 65. And Sonia, to your point, you know why? Because they work till they die. See, retirement is a thing of the past for most Americans now. Most Americans will never retire. You retire when you die. That's when you retire. There will be no going and just hanging out and riding in the... No. For most Americans, they will work until they die. But yet your country look at you and say, we better than China. No, they're not. I keep telling y'all that's propaganda. You've been raised on propaganda. But you're going to work till you die. They say mortality rates for working age adults, 25 to 64, increased in the 2010s with deaths of despair. Why? They were due to ODs, due to libations, and a lot of people unalive themselves. Why? Stress. They're working, and they're tired. That's why. They're tired. They say in 2023, workers aged 55 to 64 experienced the highest number of occupational fatalities. With 1,089 deaths, that's 20.6 of total occupational fatalities. So you older and you getting unalived on your fucking job. Wake up, folks. You're going to work until you die because America's going to make sure of it. Yeah, America's going to make sure of it. Y'all going to learn. And just so you know, I know somebody said they're going to take their Social Security at 62. Just know, if you take it at 62, see, this is how the system's set up. Even government do this shit. If you take that money at 62, they're going to give you a 30% cut on it. I'm going to say it one more time. If you take that money at 62, they're going to do a 30% cut on that money. But if you wait until 67, Your benefits will increase because it's designed to keep you in the fucking labor pool as long as possible. That's the goal. Now I'm going to check up one more thing. What was the average retirement age in, I'm going to just say 1960? In 1960, the average age, hold up, they talking about Social Security. I don't care about Social Security. What is the average age people stopped working in 19? Because they talking about Social Security. I don't care about Social Security. Hell, quiet is kept even back then. Because see, this is the propaganda. See, I thought everybody retired young back then. No, they didn't. It wasn't even 55, Lola. Even back then, the average age for people retiring, even back then, was in the 60s, about 62. Even back then. Even back then, it's just got, the age has just increased over time. See what I'm saying? But the propaganda machine that is America will have you thinking everybody was retiring in their 40s and in their 50s. No, they wasn't. Not everybody. Some people were, but most were still working. Most were still working. At 60-something years old, you should not have to work because you got to. Not at 60-something. You should see, it's one thing to work because you just want to get out of the house and have something to do versus if I don't work, I ain't gonna have no food. Those are two different things. Yeah, and they do want to raise the retirement age. Because guess what? The higher they raise the age, the less likely they'll ever have to pay you out. And that money goes right back to the government. Y'all get where I'm coming from? Oh, it's bad with the layoffs. And the layoffs just keep coming and coming and coming. We're not done, y'all. I told y'all. The rich people will step over your unemployed body before they forego their profits to keep your ass employed. Period. Period. And that's just the truth. That's just the truth. I'm just checking something because I'm looking for the thing because I'm gonna read y'all some of um because I was looking at layoffs this morning, right? Because it's more layoffs that are popping, and we gonna keep having layoffs, and we gonna keep having layoffs because they not over. Oracle is talking about doing 30,000 layoffs. I see people talk about my husband was laid off this morning. I'm a single mom. I just got laid off. I'm a 20-year-old engineer. I just got laid off. Layoffs are everywhere. Nobody is protected from layoffs this time. Nobody. Okay? They say 3 major companies, this came out just yesterday, 3 major companies are closing their Massachusetts facilities. And their closure is going to affect 250 workers. Okay? That's 250 workers that no longer will have jobs. Who? Panera, Zipcar, and Thermo Fisher Scientific. These companies are going to make their money. T-Mobile, they laying off 393 workers in Washington State. The law firm that investigated Home Depot after 800 Georgia layoffs are announced because the Home Depot in Georgia going to lay off 800. Y'all going to learn. All these mergers, layoffs. Talos. I didn't take my Mexico video down. It's still up, bitch. It's still up, biatch. How you doing? Well, you was here, but you just got blocked. MAGA be so pressed. They be so pressed. I swear that these men love me. They love me. But I like men who wash behind their necks. Mercy One announces Iowa layoffs. They're laying off in Iowa. See, this time it's not just a tech recession. It's a recession everywhere. You know? You say when they lay people off, you buy that's smart. Oh, we're going to be worse than a recession. And honestly, we've been in a recession. We're beyond that this time. It's beyond that this time. Because now you're talking about all facets and all industries are being affected. And rich people are buying up everything. They're having the time of their lives. They're having the time of their lives. You are more poor this year than you were last year. Oh, I would say we're going to be in a depression for certain. Yeah, think about it. Combine unemployment with lack of social services. What do you think is going to happen? If people can't get help to pay their mortgages, their rents, put food on the table, what do you think is going to happen? And then on top of that, your government criminalizes homelessness. Criminalize homelessness. Trump doesn't give a shit about unemployment. He don't care about your suffering. He don't give a shit about inflation. He said the other day, inflation is fine. It went down. They don't care because rich people, they got it. You ain't got it. Yep, they need more workers. And the problem is a lot of high-wage American earners wouldn't take low-wage jobs before. Now you will. And since y'all done helped them push out all them immigrants, you can go work in the farms. You can go pick strawberries and blueberries and corn and shit. Yeah, because remember, those jobs were jobs Americans could do. Well, now y'all can go do them. Yep, Trump sure did say affordability is a Democratic hoax while he ran being the affordability president. That's why I laugh, because now you don't hear MAGA talk about the price of groceries no more. All of a sudden, now on their message boards, because I go to their message boards, they do. Oh, on their message boards, they do. Amongst themselves, they talk about it. They love to talk about it. Now, as we get to our last segment this morning, before we go to Patreon, because I am doing an uncensored show on Patreon, y'all, can we talk about Pick Me Minaj? Can we talk about Pick Me Minaj? Can we please talk about Pick Me Minaj and how the White House came out and said that the gold card she got was symbolism? Not just that. Hold up. Let me finish. They said it's symbolism And she still runs the risk of being deported. She did all of that. And the White House still went on X and said, oh, she can still be deported. You know what they've done? They got her ass on a short fucking leash. Bark, doggy, bark. The president, this is my favorite president. That's what happened. She's on a short fucking leash. No, I'm not adding you up. I don't need no help. But I can show you the door though. Boo bitch bye. Block. The fuck? All he gonna do and get up here. All that guy was gonna do is get up here and go, you black bitch, MAGA forever, blah, blah, blah. Okay, whatever. I had so much fun on my Facebook yesterday responding to comments. This guy said, look here, we done found us somebody with Trump derangement syndrome. So I responded back and said, look here, we done found us a man that love men. Does your wife know? I ain't got nothing but time. I ain't got nothing but time. Then another old guy come in. He say, shut up, bitch. I say, shut up, Paw. Shut up. You just got your first computer and you all on the internet saying hateful shit. Be quiet, Paw, with your old ass. I hope the batteries in your motorized scooter go out. They hate my ass for that shit. I love, because I'm matching MAGA energy. Then one guy says, hey, Nikki got the freedom to say whatever I said, I got freedom to say my opinion too, so why the fuck are you over here talking to me? You know, he ain't saying nothing else because, I know he was at home like, well, like, goddamn. She sure does having the freedom to say, so then get the fuck off my page. Like, yo, MAGA got to get some MAGA energy. The only thing to get these motherfuckers to change is to match their energy. Bitch, you want me to act different? But bitch, you need to act different. Well, I say shut the fuck up sometimes on here. But when I'm typing out, I don't even say shut the fuck up. I just match the energy all the way. Oh, a grown-ass man on the internet crashing out because I said something about Donald Trump. Does your wife know you in love with Trump? Or I say something like, thank goodness Trump came back, because now all the down low men that are married get exposed. Oh, they get mad. You fucking bitch. What do you mean? I don't like no damn men. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Like a lot of American men are in love with men. That's why they hate on women so much. Catch that part. And me being an American woman, I hate to come between a man and his boyfriend. Who am I to come between a man and his boyfriend? Nope. So I don't do it. I just show them their truth and say, listen, it's okay. I know your wife went to work, so now you online professing your love for men because your wife at work. But I keep talking to you because your wife is your friend on Facebook. So I know because you going back and forth with me, this conversation going to show up in your wife's timeline. And she going to know how hard you cap for men when she at work. Oh, they get spicy. Then they don't talk to me no more. Or they send me a message on Messenger. I don't even read them. Even if I open them, I don't respond because I find the shit funny. The fact that they go out of their way to message little old me. They just be typing, you black bitch. You black bitch, I hate you. Because you talk about my daddy like that. Okay. I don't know. Most American men like women who don't love men. Because we ain't got no chance. See, if you in love with men, we ain't got a shot. We like to get out of the way so you can get to your boyfriend. But now I get why they don't like women. Because they think women are competition. Look, that's Bella down there licking her nether regions. Oh, why she stopped when she heard me say it? She like, bitch, don't be too... Look, she cocked that leg up, though. Look at her. Bella turned 23 last week. I put up the video yesterday, but last week she turned 23. Isn't it something at 23 years old, she can still throw that leg up? Listen, she can still bust it open. Bust it, bust it, bust it. Oh, bust it. Listen. Look at it. Plies will be proud. Bust it, baby. Listen. I ain't mad at her, but you should close your legs. We are in company right now. I ain't raised you to be like that. But the White House has said, good morning to you, Chef Cece. The White House has said, Nikki, a pick-me Minaj. That's what I call a pick-me Minaj, a relevant Minaj, MAGA Minaj, right? The White House has said it's just a souvenir. The gold card they gave her is a souvenir, not a citizenship fast pass, and she's still eligible for deportation. Now, y'all know me. I don't believe in separating a child from their mama. Papa Bear needs to be deported with her because we can't leave Papa Bear with Daddy. Daddy's on the list, right? Oh, she was bragging big time. The paperwork is being processed as we speak. No, bitch, it's not. See, I told y'all that Nikki wouldn't get anything from it. And why? She don't have money to... Trump is a transactional president. She doesn't have any money to pay him because if Nikki had money to pay him, she wouldn't have done the event. See what I'm saying? If she had money to pay Trump, she wouldn't have needed to do the event. So she didn't have the money. But guess what? She also don't have the influence and clout either. She has nothing to give Trump of value. And Trump is transactional. If she ain't gonna give him nothing, he ain't giving her nothing. And a president can't give you citizenship. She has to go through the fucking process. Trump just playing with her ass. That's all. He played right in her fucking face. He should have put that diaper in her face since she's so busy licking boots. I love it because she, after the event, she been on X popping her shit, thinking she got it made. But the Trump official said no. She got it all confused. Girl. You know what? If more than I'm gonna give y'all my version of what happened. So this Nikki, she online. Yeah, bitches. My president is gonna give me my papers. And now I'm gonna be legal. Booyah, bitches. Then the White House was like, hold up, did you see what Nicki Minaj put on the internet? She thinks that she's gonna get her citizenship because the president gave her that card. Oh, no. We gotta let this bitch know. Oh, girl, no. That was a memento for you hanging out with us. It carries no legal status, and it will not affect your path to U.S. citizenship. Girl, you still gotta fill out the paperwork. Enter. I love it. And y'all, I ain't make Nicki Minaj rich so deep. I like rappers who can rap and who not built like bees. Or whatchamacallit. We ain't make her rich. You a whole lot. I like rappers with real bars. My rappers don't go, get it back, that. My rappers don't have to pretend to have alternative personalities because they don't want you to know that the ghostwriter wrote that part. Which I think of Snoop. Snoop fucked around and found out, got in bed with the devil, and now we're not paying him no attention. You like that picture? When I saw that shit yesterday, I howled. I said, look at little Pick-Me Minaj. Look at her. Look at her. But she did all that shit for Trump. Look, this is my best one. Look. This is how Nikki is crashing out online, just like mama. That's how she doing. She online like mama, like they got me all fucked. They got me fucked up. They got me fucked up. I made the ultimate fucking sacrifice for these people. They got me fucked up. No, they don't, boo. They got her ass on a short ass leash. That's what they do. They got her on a short ass leash now. They got her on a short ass leash now. Bark, dog. Arf, 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 arf. Like a big dog. Woof, 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 woof. That's her. Y'all know where that's from. Hop on one leg. Eat, 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 eat. That's her. That's her. She talked to Trump. What kind of democracy you like? Whatever kind of democracy do you like? That's that bitch right here. She a mess. Snoop performed at that inauguration, chasing money. And Snoop ain't need that, because Snoop can make money anywhere. He always get money. It was some bullshit. Just like I never forgot about Ice Cube talking shit about Kamala Harris before the election. I didn't forget. I didn't forget. But people have been trying to tell y'all about Pick-Me Minaj. Y'all motherfuckers didn't want to listen. Y'all didn't want to listen. Lil' Kim tried to tell y'all about her. Mariah Carey tried to tell y'all about Pick-Me Minaj. Y'all would not listen. Here we go. I forgot I wanted to bring this up. A Pick-Me Minaj. That's how she was when she went to the event. She got her color back now. She got her color back now. Cause they reminded her, girl, that little card we gave you. But I'm telling you, Nikki is symbolism to me for what I've talked about before. How you have a certain segment of black immigrants that come to America and think they better than it's black people specifically. But then they want to align themselves with white supremacy. And trust me, she gonna try to come back. Oh, she gonna try to come back. Trust and believe she gonna try to come back. Now, did y'all see what she said yesterday? I love it. I love it because she's spiraling her ass off. Do you understand? That BBL done went to her brain and she is spiraling, beloved. This is what she said yesterday. That's what she said yesterday. She said she is not going to do a new album. She ain't got one to release. But she's not going to release one until her contract is renegotiated. With who? With who? Girl, don't nobody want that album. MAGA's not going to buy it. Listen, that's the other fun thing I love. I love to do Pick-Me Minaj content because MAGA is loving Pick-Me Minaj right now, but they don't buy her shit. And it's obvious. So you know what I said to a man yesterday? I said, what's your favorite Nicki Minaj song? Hey, Mandy. They don't buy Nicki Minaj music. They don't buy it. What did I say? What do I say? Gladys, who they got this Nicki Minaj on here, and I was listening to this Anaconda. Why is she singing about a snake? MAGA is not her audience. Say it again, Cardi B all day. That's why she's still spiraling. Because she thought she was going to stop Cardi. She thought she was going to stop Megan, Lotto. She thought she was going to stop all them women. She wasn't able to stop. She don't have the pull for it. This is what I was trying to tell y'all. She don't have the pull. She don't have the influence. That's why it cracks me up. You say, do you think Nicki, what? Nah, she not. Because Trump don't want her like that. Nah, one, look, I'm about to hit you with a joke. She too old. Y'all have read the Epstein files. She too old. So Trump ain't gonna try to go there with her. She too old. Let's just keep it all the way above. She's too old for that. But look how cute she looked when she was at the event. She like, this is my new tribe. And you know what they was thinking? Bitch, no, we're not your new tribe. You're a photo op. You're a token spent. I just love that token got spent so damn fast. That token got spent fast. You heard me. Yeah, they laughed behind her back and to her face. What's she gonna do? Get mad? She ain't gonna say shit. She can't. She can't say nothing. She gotta eat that shit. What them young kids do with that dance? That's Nicki. Hey, just eating MAGA. Hey. That's her. That's her. She has no choice. I've been telling y'all ever since, it's for a long time, I've been feeling like, to me, this is the definition of a hateful 304. That's the definition of a hateful 304. She showed y'all long before, and y'all remember that video I did last year, long before she got in bed with MAGA. Didn't I tell y'all that MAGA uses that Nicki uses the same tactics as MAGA with her fan base? Didn't I tell y'all? I swear I'm going to rename myself the Oracle. I told y'all. I told you. I said she employs the same tactics that Trump does on them damn barbs. That's why a lot of them barbs are fucking delusional. Nicki wouldn't even touch them, but they're delusional. Like the fuck, I told y'all. I picked up on the shit early on. Yep, like Kanye. Like, for example, y'all know that letter Kanye put out the other day apologizing? I connected the dots on that shit after I saw somebody else's video. You know why Kanye put that letter out? Because Kanye can't tour in the United States. He's been banned with Live Nation and I forget the other group. And they control all the big venues. Or they control all those venues for touring. Kanye ain't got nowhere to tour. That's why he doing it overseas. He got an album, but he can't tour here. And he thought by writing that punk ass letter, oh, I'm sorry, I was being anti-Semitic. Ain't nobody trying, they not trying to hear that shit. They like, no, we good on that. We good on that. It didn't work. See, there are consequences to words. Notice how Kanye don't have no American tour dates. Uh-oh. Oh, no, stop that. I don't know why that did that. Kept scrolling. He don't have no American tour dates. See, when he did that pro stuff, y'all know what I'm talking about stuff. And he fell in love deep with anti-Semitism. Let me read off some of the consequences of that free speech shit. See, you can say whatever the fuck you want, but there are consequences to that shit. Well, Australia revoked his entry visa last year in July. He's been blocked from performing in major venues in Europe and Brazil. That's why his first tour thing is in Mexico. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. That's why you got to watch what the fuck you say out your mouth. Catch it. And see, Kanye forgot he was black. You not white. You don't have the complexion for the protection to just say wild shit and still be all right. No. They make an example out of his black ass, as they should. That's what he gets for being hateful. A hateful 304. He cannot perform in Germany, France, the UK, Spain, Italy, or Scandinavia. All of them have banned him from performing there. They did that last year. So Europe said, no, we good on Kanye. We don't need that here. Brazil said, no, ma'am, last year. And they keeping that same energy. They ain't let it go. Australia did not repeal their decision. They never let it go. He wasn't invited to the Grammys. He was not. And now he's banned from performing in America due to what he said. Because he's banned by, if I'm not mistaken, hold up, I'm looking up now. Right, they say it's no official, publicly announced ban on Kanye West by Live Nation, but you don't see him having no tour dates in America, do you? Oh yeah, listen, let me tell you something. After Kanye's mother died, you know what it reminded me of? Y'all, when Mike Tyson lost Cus D'Amato, it was the same thing. Think about it. I want you, for some of you, you're going to have to go back in time, right? Think about it. Just think about it. It reminds me of when Mike Tyson lost Cus D'Amato. And the vultures were all around Mike Tyson. He didn't need that. No, don't say he touring Canada either. Mike Tyson needed people around him that were not going to take advantage of him, breathe life and love into him, but he didn't have that. Instead, he got the vultures around him after Cus D'Amato died. And the same thing happened to Kanye West. Think about it. Kanye West was engaged to his college sweetheart, but he lost that mama, and then that relationship dissolved. Then he got with Amber Rose. That wasn't gonna go nowhere because Amber's trash too, but she MAGA too, right? Then he ended up with them fucking Kardashians. And the Kardashians is not a place you want to be. If you ain't got strong mental health, them bitches will break you. Say it again. That was a fake relationship because, can I be honest? I felt like Kim was competing with Beyonce when there is no competition. When there is no competition, you think he might have got with Amber before Mama passed. You're right, he might have, because I didn't look that up about that when that relationship started and ended. But I blame Kanye West for making Amber Rose famous. She would still be in Philly in somebody's club if he would have left her there. But he always got to try to turn him into something. Ignore my stomach if y'all heard it. Ignore the stomach if you heard it. But Kanye, oh shit. I almost knocked all my shit off my table. Oh no, honey. I thought I was about to knock my whole teacup over. Oh no, baby. Oh no, beloved. We don't want to do that. But things are the way they, listen, there are consequences. And Nicki gonna feel the same consequences that Kanye is feeling. Nicki's done. She's done. Yo, even if she wanted to make another album, who waiting on it outside of Nicki's hands? Who? Nobody I know. I don't know nobody saying, man, if Nicki Minaj would just release one more album. More than anything, people are waiting. They want Rihanna to release another album. And I want to make it clear to y'all. Rihanna not releasing another album. Okay? I don't think so. She is too busy having babies with A$AP Rocky. Rihanna's having the time of her fucking life, raising her children and being with her man. She ain't thinking about no fucking album. Jay-Z ain't mess her up. Mess who up? Who, Rihanna? Where y'all be getting this from? Jay-Z messed up who? Rihanna? Then you don't know Rihanna. Ain't nobody, you say she is signed. Jay-Z he signed her as an artist. Jay-Z don't, okay, I gotta address this before we wrap up. Cause I'm noticing this with young people. Y'all swear Jay-Z is like the fucking oracle. And maybe it's because y'all was in elementary school when Jay was like in his 20s and shit. Jay was not what y'all think he was. Like, where? Rihanna wants to be free to do what she ever want to do, but Jay-Z ain't holding her back. Jay-Z was the one who put her for the Super Bowl last year. She making money off of Fenty. She don't need to do albums. And 9 times, me and my daughter was looking it up the other day, 9 times out of 10, she's met her contractual obligation with Roc Nation. She don't really owe them no more fucking albums. So I think she chilling. She don't owe them shit. Right, Jay-Z signed and discovered her, but Jay-Z don't manage Rihanna. He don't run Rihanna. It just don't happen. It's just really funny for me to watch young people talk about Jay-Z like he was P. Diddy during that time back in the day. Jay was not a P. Diddy back in the day. I can always tell the young people from the people in my age group because Jay was making music back then. He was rapping, trying to run the streets through them albums. That's what Jay was doing then. Just like Nicki coming for Jay, she only came for Jay because she really want to come for B, but she too scared to do it. Catch that part. Because that's what I think. I think she really want to come for Beyonce. That's what I think. She really want to come for Beyonce, but she's scared. She's scared. Yep, Dame Dash was the man at the time. One of the reasons why Jay-Z and Dame Dash split ways, because Jay didn't agree with how Dame was doing business. Jay don't owe her no money. That bitch broke. Nicki broke. Notice how Rihanna don't say Jay owe her no money. Nobody else says that but Nicki Minaj. Because she broke. Only time, that's why she looking for money. She broke. Jay don't owe her shit. Because my thing is this. If Jay-Z owe her money, why don't she sue him? She doing everything but suing that man. Sue him. Nicki broke. You know how she broke? Because she was at that event holding hands with Donald Trump, begging for citizenship, and still didn't get that shit. How you doing? How you doing? I'm just getting some more wood, you guys, for my fireplace. She still didn't get, she still didn't get her citizenship, and she is broke. She's broke. Another reason why you know Nicki is broke, because she's saying Jay-Z owe her money. Remember how she used to fly private? When the last time Nicki shown you her flying private? Because she ain't got it. She can't afford to fly private. She couldn't afford to fly private before. But she trying to live like Drake and Lil Wayne. And she ain't never have Drake and Lil Wayne money. And that's a fact. Nicki Minaj never had Drake and Lil Wayne money. She was cosplaying, trying to be like them. Catch that part. See, I'm putting it all the way out there. I'm putting it all the way out there and saying the quiet part out loud. The Nicki fans, because they broke, they think any little lace front. I'm gonna show you proof that Nicki ain't got as much money as she used to have. Hold on, let me put this wood in here. Bella won't. Y'all see how Bella won't move? She's like, bitch, you just gonna have to put that in there with me sitting there, cause I'm not fucking moving. Okay, sis. Okay, sis. She's like, I'm not moving, so I'm staying warm. This shit feel good, so yeah, I'm not moving. Okay, I'm about to show you proof that Nicki ain't got no money. Watch. Or she clearly don't have as much money as y'all think she got. I'm about to show you proof. Hold on, where's that? Let me find it. And then we're going to wrap up because I got to go to the Patreon. I got some stuff to show y'all this morning for our uncensored discussion. Hold on. I'm still looking. Let me find that. Hold on, where did I put that? Where did I put it? Hold on. First, look at the wig. Look at that corner right there. Look at that lace. Look at that lace. Now, one thing I can say about Nicki, her styling was always on point. Her wigs were always on point. But this the thing. Her team was mostly gay people. Well, if you're in bed with people who hate gay people, why the fuck would why would they do anything for you? So she going to whoever she got to go to now. Look at that lace. Look at the lace. I ain't got to lie. Look at the lace. Hold on. I'm going to show you one more. I'm going to show you one more. Yeah. Look, I was trying to find the other picture, but I but for now, we'll just use that. We're going to wrap up with that this morning. But Nicki don't have no money. I'm telling you, if Nicki had money, she would not have had to be at that event. She wouldn't be doing Turning Point shit if she had money. She did Turning Point because she thought that would play into favor for her and Trump. That's why she did Turning Point. That's why she did that shit. Because again, that was to try to get favor from Trump. Problem is, that's not going to work. Oh, she paid for that. She paid that man off. But remember what I told y'all. Remember, I'm connecting some dots for you real quick. Remember Nicki first came out talking about her love of Trump. Remember I told y'all then the following week, one song of hers had increased in sales by 44,000%. Just one song. And it was a song that had never been number one. And when I told my daughter what song it was. My daughter was like, why would that song be? It wasn't number one because we never really liked it. That's how they funneled money to her. She got a little bit of compensation for what she did. Hold on, let me see. Nikki. Yep, the article is still right here. It was, she had a 44,000%. That's a shitload of a spike increase for one song. And I told y'all, I believe in coincidences, but not those kind, right? Because I'm smart enough to know there is no such thing as a fucking coincidence. Okay, so the song was from, let me see. Keep going. Hold on, I gotta scroll down. Okay, after she aligned herself with Turning Point, right? Then she earned a number one spot when people started listening to the song My Life. They made My Life number one. It had never been number one. Yeah, right. So the bots got her to number one. That's how I felt too. The bots got her to number one. Cause I'm like, I don't believe in no coincidences. Who the fuck was caring about My Life that is spiked up 44,000%? Then on top of that, I don't know, I'm gonna connect another dot for y'all. Y'all didn't see the Nigerians popping up online talking about, oh, she loves God and she's a Christian. No, Carol, I'm not triggered. I just want to know why you shouldn't take pictures from the bottom, beloved. You too big for that. Blocked. She got that ugly ass avatar. She got the audacity to take a picture. She like this. It's like this. Girl, I told y'all most people love Trump because they have nussies too. I told y'all. And she had a nussie. She had a nussie. I'm not looking at that shit. Censor it. Then I'll let you talk shit in my lives. But I refuse to look at that little haggard ass nussie. You looking like him. No, ma'am. Blocked. It was probably, but quiet as kept. That was probably a Nicki stan. Got mad that I said something about Nicki Minaj. Pick me Minaj. But y'all, this morning on Patreon, we're going to have a great discussion this morning. Let me tell you what we're going to be talking about this morning. We're going to certainly talk about these layoffs. We're going to talk about shit that's happening in government. But I also got new footage for y'all. Because remember, the administration made it seem like they was leaving Minnesota. They have not left. They're not going nowhere. And now they're saying they go into Ohio. Because they're going to mess with Haitians in Ohio. That's what they say. That's the next stop. But they're not leaving Minnesota either. Okay? Pay attention. Oh, and we're going to talk about how Trump pooped his pants in the Oval Office. We're talking about that on Patreon this morning too, because I got some footage. Something happened back there because everybody was like, Ohio, because Ohio is a battleground state. Ohio is a battleground state. And a lot of it comes down to like fucking with people, just fucking with people. Now, yeah, he says now next up is Ohio, and they're going to deal with the Haitians in Ohio. Honestly, y'all know my position on the Somalis catching it in Minnesota. File that under shit I give no fucks about. Because remember, the Somalis before the election said they loved Donald Trump. And they didn't like Kamala Harris. They said Trump was better for America. That's what they said. So I don't give a shit about nothing they go through because they voted for it. Fuck them. Yep. Now they want liberals to be like, hey, it was a small enough group though that was doing press conferences. Yup, I'm not giving no passes. I don't give no passes. You lay in bed with that shit, you in bed with it. And I will watch that shit eat you up. But I will not come save you from yourself. I'm with you too, Kane. Go ICE. I love that it's deporting people. Just look, hey, Kane, this is what it feels like when ICE snatches you up. Damn, he just got blocked. He got to see what it felt like when ICE snatches you up. I keep telling y'all, I do deportations too. In this live, I'm ICE, I'm CBP, I'm the judge, I'm the president. I don't do no due process. Okay? Y'all gonna learn. I deport really fast. Bella, I know you ain't back here snoring, girl. She has sleep apnea too, y'all. She over here. I don't know if y'all can hear it. Every time she snores. Come. Yeah, I try to tell MAGA when they come to my lives, there's no democracy in here. This is the Republic of me. Right? No, they've been locking up Cubans too. ICE been down in Florida. Can I say I'm excited by that? Listen, I'm going to send a message to the president and say, Mr. President, please go to Miami. There is all this real estate down there and we can't get it if you don't go down there and do some damn immigration enforcement. I will vote for Donald Trump. Hey, see, that's what happened when you vote for the shit. Like I said, this is the direct result of a lot of immigrants coming to America trying to be white adjacent. You're not white. You're not white. So when you lay in bed with white supremacy, it's going to eat you the fuck up. Real talk. Yeah, already 1,500 Cubans have been deported. No, some can't vote so deep. That's why y'all need to understand how your government work. That's why y'all need to understand how y'all government work. And y'all got to get off the fucking internet and go read books and go read the Constitution and the Bill of Rights and read laws and how things work. That's why I keep telling y'all that. That's why I keep telling y'all that. A lot of immigrants can vote because a lot of them now have the proper credentials that allow them to. A lot of them have their citizenship. Not all of them, but a lot of them do. But they also lean white adjacent. How can you find me on Patreon? Good that you asked, Duke. Click the link in my profile. It's going to take you to my website. When you scroll to the bottom, you're going to see all the links for all the places I am on social media. Patreon, Spotify, YouTube, and Facebook. Okay? Listen, I thank y'all for joining me this morning. We're going to have a great time on Patreon this morning. Now on Patreon, y'all give me 60 seconds. I'm going to heat up my tea. All right? Like I said, we're going to chronicle through it all. Also, those of you who are members of Patreon, you will get the newest episode of the Straight No Chaser podcast. It's going to drop in there for you today. For everyone else, the newest episode of the Straight No Chaser podcast is going to drop tomorrow, 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, like it does every Wednesday. Okay? So listen, I want y'all to have a beautiful and blessed day. Thank y'all for the likes. We got 103,000 likes this morning. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you, Bertha. Thank you, Bertha. Look, listen, we got over 100 shares. Thank y'all for that this morning. I really do appreciate it. Listen, before I wrap up, I want to send a shout out to my top 5 gifters, okay? Number 1, handsome Marky. Thank you, Marky. Number 2, beautiful Kim. Thank you, beautiful. Number 3, handsome Kiera. Thank you so much, bruh. Number 4, beautiful user 229. Number 5, beautiful Van Autry. Thank you so much. And a special shout out to beautiful Abby Witherfield coming in at number 6. Thank you so much, beautiful. Thank you to the mods helping out this morning. And I want to say thank you to all the MAGAs and the Nikki stands who were crashing out. I call the Nikki stands pick-me's now. Like pygmies, they're pick-me's now. So I love that for them. So I will see you all on Patreon in a few moments. And I'm going to tell you how I always tell you, don't let nobody live rent-free in your head. Don't feed the trolls. And you can accomplish anything you put your mind to as long as you stay consistent. Oh, and there's one more thing I want to tell you. I want to leave y'all with some knowledge. Remember I told y'all yesterday about making money on y'all content? I'm about to leave y'all with something else so y'all can make some money on your content, okay? Especially because TikTok be playing games. I'm going to tell you something I did, and the shit works. Again, you know I love to tell y'all things I do that work. Listen, y'all, I just caught a flag for misinformation in my live. What misinformation? Anyway, let me tell y'all, I told they love to report my lives, but thank you. My lives usually start about 9:30. So listen, remember I told y'all, make content right now because the job market's all fucked up and it's going to be really, really bad for a long time. Let me tell you another place to get paid on your fucking content. Now, I told y'all about Drumbeat and all that other shit. So yesterday, I got a notification from Facebook that I was available for monetization, right? Let me tell y'all about that Facebook money. Okay? I made $40 in less than 15 minutes on Facebook yesterday. Understand, Facebook pays you for your reels, but this the real tea on Facebook that I did not know. Once they accept you in for monetization, they pay you on all your reels, even the reels you made before you got into monetization. They do not have to be a minute long. They can be as short or as long as you want them to be, and they'll still pay you on it. Get your ass on Facebook. Okay? Y'all know me. I'm no gatekeeper. So I'm telling you, make your fucking content. Know what you could do? Because this is all I do. Make your videos, post them on TikTok. Post them same videos on Instagram and on Facebook. Yep, Meta pays very well. That's the least they could do since they fucking up everything else. So get paid on your content, folks, okay? I'm just telling you because I'm not creating no class for you to pay me for me to tell you in the fucking class. Make the fucking content. Put it online. Okay? So listen, I love you guys. I will see you this afternoon around 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Have a beautiful and blessed day. And Patreon, how do you join? Oh, I'll tell you this. On Facebook, in order to get monetized, you got to at least get to 5,000 followers. You know how you get to 5,000 followers? I just started Facebook a couple months ago. You know, and when I started, I already had a page, but I repurposed that page. I only had 200 followers on that page because I didn't post on it frequently enough. I'm now at almost 6,000 followers, right? Just post every day. Just post every fucking day. Y'all ain't here fighting. No, don't be fighting. Y'all not supposed to fight each other. Remember that. My Facebook page, it's the Majobu for life. But if you click the link in my profile here or on TikTok, it's going to take you to my website. And when you scroll down to the footer, which ain't far to scroll, you scroll down to that footer, you'll see all the icons. Oh, he got you all wrong. Yeah. I didn't do any misinformation, but I'm assuming it was one of those bot accounts that came through, decided. But it looks like Facebook, I don't see the notification up here on my screen. So I'm assuming it was an automatic notification. So, but Cindy did not do that. Cindy be here all the time. Cindy didn't do it. Trust me on this. And Smiley Face, you didn't do it either. Everybody chill out. I'm trying to wrangle cats right now. Everybody, y'all chill out. Remember, we shouldn't be going at each other. That's what the rich people want. You want to eat rich people, not each other. Okay? You see it, Kiara? Look, and I'm a messy bitch. Any other time I'd be like, fight. But no, I'm not doing that. I'm saying, no, we supposed to be eating rich people, not each other. Okay? All right? So I love you guys. I'll see you on Patreon in a few seconds. Have a beautiful and blessed day, and I'll see you this afternoon.